Today's Ask Me Anything goes out to Hello. I don't think that's your name, but that's what it says here, Hello. So what you say is, in my country, crating the dog is illegal, and a lot of the training videos I watch are from people who keep stressing crate training. Do you have any advice on alternatives to crate training? No, I really don't. I really don't. And these countries and these animal rights people who are so nuts that they're advocating not crating a dog are creating the biggest problem in the world, because what's going on here is they end up destroying the relationship between the person and the dog, because a lot of people end up having to leave the dog out, and then they end up, or they get a dog, they have to go out, I should say, and then the dog ends up chewing on something and eating electrical cords, or ingesting something when they're young, or getting in trouble, or chewing a hole in the wall. I know in some countries, maybe you guys get a longer lunch hour, but here in America we don't get that, and there's no big woods to walk the dog in some bigger cities. So I would break the law. I would knowingly break the law. I would put my dog in a crate, and I would teach him that. Because I'm going to tell you something, in these nutty countries that do this, they don't understand that at some point that dog might have to go into a veterinary hospital, and then the dog is going to be in a crate, and then the dog is going to panic, and the reason it's going to panic is because the idiots who passed those laws did not give the owners the ability to teach the dog what is right and what is wrong, and how important it is to learn the structure of a crate. By the way, these idiots who don't want you to put your dog in a crate let you put your dog in a room, and a room has a door on it, and your house has a door on it, and your garden has a gate on it. So all these little boundaries that they're picking away, but you can't have a gate on a door in your crate, or you can't put the dog in a crate. So I don't understand. How big does it have to? It has to be a certain size, and then does that matter if you have a little tiny dachshund who could be fine in a crate, and a big, a Black Russian Terrier who might need more space? It's idiotic, by the way, people. You need to fight against this. You need to go to your lawmakers, and you need to protect the dogs of your country and tell them that crate training is humane. A lot of the tools that are seen as aversive, pinch collars, e-collars, choke chains, or anything like that, are necessary to keep dogs happy, healthy, and trained. It's been going on like this for thousands of years. Now, not prong collars or electric collars, but chains and keeping the dog confined. Now suddenly we're changing these laws around, and we're not doing the dogs any favors. This upsets me. It's a case that's very close to my heart, because I work with animal shelters. I see dogs all the time that have issues, that end up in shelters because people don't want to give them structure, and now we're passing laws to not even allow people who want to give the dog structure, and we're screwing up the dogs. We're doing a huge disservice to the dogs. So get hold of lawmakers, get hold of people who love animals. Dogs need structure, dog needs corrections, dog needs crates, dogs need all that. Furthermore, when you have a dog in a car, the dog should be in a crate, because if the dog is not in a crate in a car, then the dog is a projectile in the car if you have an accident, God forbid. And that's dangerous, and that's going to be another thing that people should look at. But if you can put him in a crate in the car, but you can't put him in a crate at home, then you're going to have the dog panicking because he's going to be in a crate at a certain time, and he's never been trained to do it. So whole thing is cockamamie. In short, break the law, get a crate, and if you end up in jail for it, I hope you get a lot of publicity. I'll give you tons of publicity if you end up in jail somewhere for putting a dog in a crate and training a dog. Got a question, ask me anything. By the way, run over to iTunes, subscribe to my podcast, give that a 5-star rating after you love it, and check out my member section on my site. And while you're here, just subscribe to the channel too.